to Wardle Road, and I thought I'd start by doing my first kind of like talking video. As someone mentioned in a previous comment that they'd rather hear a bit more about what's going on here than some time lapses, so I thought I'd do like an overview of everything I've got going on here and show you guys some of the bits that I'm working on, some of the bits that I've brought. So I'll start over here in my little work area, which you've probably seen these from other YouTube channels. They're the hobby zone sort of storage units, and I've got 6 units here, and there's a storing all my paints. I've got glue, got everything here, got people, sheep, switches, lights, electronics, RAMs, as much stuff as I can here. These are really good, these Ethernet to pin terminals, that was what I used to join the boards up. Paint brushes, very thin masking tape, that's super useful, and then all sorts of stuff that I bought from shows. I'm currently working on some scale model scenery kits at the moment, just doing these harbour steps, so I've got 2 of them to make up to use for my canal scene. I'm also about to use these Realtek transfers. They're like washable, like wash-on graffiti stickers. I have to read as to how you apply them. It's something to do with wiping them with water. I've also got this 10-ton goods fan to make up, which I'll probably do a time lapse of in a later video. But yeah, it's just a few of the things I've been getting from a couple of the model shows. So here you join me at my canal scene, which you might have seen in the last couple of videos I've been working on. Did a bit of bought a few things from the model shop from Wardle and Scenic. So I've got this fine brown ballast, which I'm going to use for the sort of textured path here. I'm going to do kind of like dirt path, which will run under my girder bridge. I've also got some more realistic water, which isn't cheap, £25 a go of that. And then I've also got some murky colouring, which I think I need about 16 drops into this 473 millilitres of realistic water. So that should fill up the canal nicely. I'm only going to get a fairly thin layer. I'm going to fill these gaps down the side here with poly filler and these plaster sheets. I still need to put the backboard on as well to finish the side off, but I've got the front board all on and painted, which you've also seen in another video. I've got the stone walls, well, the start of the stone walls in on each side, and the cork bed for the track. So this canal section is about, I think, 2.5 feet in width, and the depth is 1.5 feet. So this is the middle section, so this is where the controller and everything's going to be attached to underneath, and the control box will be mounted to the backboard of this section. This is then joined onto via 2 screws on the side here to my first corner section, which is 4 foot long by 3.5 feet deep, and I've used Flexi MDF for the backboard here. So for this first section, as you can see, I didn't do any time lapses on this because I decided to start doing updates after I'd finished the baseboard for this side of the track. But what it's going to be is this whole 4 foot section. You've got a road here, which I've bought some pre-made sort of like felt road stuff. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that yet or not. Which goes over, so there'll be a two lane bridge here, 2-track bridge, which will then bend round to 2 platforms, one of which will be 2.5 feet curved platform and a 2 foot curved platform, which will then go off round the back to a long piece along the back, which will have the fiddle yard. So this piece here joins up to the canal on the left hand side. You've got the holes in the side at the bottom of the board there to join the boards together, and then on the other side of the canal there's another board exactly the same size but the opposite way around to make the complete circle. So in total track running length, this is about 12 to 14 feet of track, so it's a fair distance. For the back scene of this first section, so it's going to be double track all the way around the corner up to a hill or maybe a road bridge or something. I haven't quite decided yet, but I'm going to be using the Gauge Master Scenics, which I've got 2 of these. This is the valley back scene, and I think I've got a countryside one as well, which is similar to this but a sort of slight variation, so hopefully I'll be able to work out a way to merge them 2 together, and that gives me about 16 feet I think, or 8 feet, yeah no 8, sorry, not 16 feet, 8 feet of scenic background for the 2 corner sections. So for the station building, I'm going to be using this Metcalf kit, which I've started working my way through it. Still needs the chimneys doing and weathering and steps and stuff, and then it's gonna go around here somewhere roughly on this corner bit here, and then it's gonna come out to a car park. And using these foam packaging, I've managed to start making a slanted bank side for the side of the track, which will then come down to my road bridge, which has got the 2 tracks running on top here. And yeah, the track I'm going to be using is this O gauge concrete sleeper track, and I'm going to be using the railway laser lines, which I've seen in another YouTuber's video, to do the spacing on the sleepers, because I'll try and make this as realistic as possible. This is my second layout I've properly built after I finished and mostly for 90% finished and sold my first one. So I'll input a picture of that here so you can see what I was working on before. And I decided the end-to-end layout just wasn't quite what I was looking for. I wanted a layout with a couple of loops in it that I could run trains around. So that's what I'm going for more this time. Just to briefly run you through a couple of the purchases I've been picking up on eBay in the last couple of weeks. I've been not sure why, but kind of into these salt wagons. I'm not really sure what the correct name is for them, but I managed to pick up 4 of these, all weathered, from Depot for about £10 each on eBay, which wasn't too bad. I got this, I think it's a 5-plank clay wagon from Somerset East Railway. They've got a little model shop there, and I went in there, ended up bumping into Charlie from Chadwick Model Railway, and I picked this up while I was there. I also got this Gunpowder Wagon, which cost me, I think, about £11 plus postage, which wasn't too bad. And I'm not sure how much this last wagon cost me, but again, they're all weathered, all Depot, so they're gonna look lovely running around the layout, hopefully. And the final wagon I got is this Hornby Digital TTC Sound box van. It's DCC fitted with a sound chip, and the sound chip in here is countryside sounds and animal sounds and car sounds, so hopefully when this is parked up at the station I can get some nice sound effects. I apologise if I've rushed through anything this video. It's my first time recording rather than doing a time lapse, to give you guys a better overview of what's going on here for anyone that's interested. So I'm going to leave it here and finish off with some time lapse of me continuing to work on the canal. So if you've got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Any suggestions, of course. I'm still in the very early stages of building this. If you've got anything you can recommend, any products you recommend using, or any ideas or tips and tricks that I could use on the layout, please let me know in the comments and I'll reply to them all. And hopefully be back in a couple of weeks for another update. Cheers.